This is really frustrating me. Alright, we might have to do this the old school way. Connection software, yes. Hey, I think we're live, but it's just a different thing. So can you go to my thing and see if there is something going on? Yeah, it says that we're live, so that's good. It's not on the same one. It's a different stream. So if you just go to my like homepage, maybe.
No, I don't see it on the homepage. Just 1 second. Does have some like as the web broadcast on, I think.
Yeah, it's just not the same picture. Or the right. So if I went to this live.
Oh, it's live, yeah.
It is live.
Yeah. Chat is disabled though.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix that. I just gotta. Okay, so I'm gonna enable chat. Oh my god, this is so annoying. My back is also broken now. Okay, we'll get this soon. Not to worry. Enable chat. And share made for kids, yes. More. Comments are disabled. And ratings. Why? I'll check to see if it's why. Oh, okay. So I have to change it from not made for kids. No restrictions. I want to see. No, it's not made for kids. So I think you would have to just log out and then log back in. Not log out, but just refresh, and then eventually. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Yeah. Okay, so I see Tony. Hi all. The log. Viewers one. Okay. I think we're up, which is ridiculous.
To use pirate. Like the username is pirate. Is that you?
No, that's not me. That's not live. So hit live. Okay, so that is working. Now can you hear the audio? The speakers?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can hear that. Now I'm gonna just put on maybe some tunes. I don't know if that'll work, but all right. Hey everybody, I think we're good. Yeah, I can mute that so it doesn't have feedback. Nice. And I think we're good a bit. Turn up the volume a bit. Okay, yeah. All right. How is that? Audio inputs. Okay. All right. So we're sorry for the delays here. I haven't done this in a really long time. And so today what we're going to do is we're going to, I'm going to put on some music, hopefully in the background. Browser source. Okay. And just the audio. Alright, we're going to put Chapter, OS, mic, default audio. Alright, let's see if we can play some music. Just anything. Alright, can you check the audio on the stream to see if there's anything coming through?
Yeah.
For the audio? Browser. No, that's not working out, I think.
Yeah, there's audio.
Yeah, there's volume, but there's no music, right?
No music. Yeah.
Yeah, there's volume, but there's no music, right?
No music.
Oh. Yeah, there's volume, but... Okay, I don't know what to do, but... Maybe somebody can tell us how to get a browser as your audio in the background. Have a browser.
Why don't you send me the link and then I can play on my laptop or something? Is there like a...
No, because it's going to bounce back and forth.
Oh, so that's
I
not...
can't do that, yeah. We're almost done here. I just want to add music to this thing. So play audio from browser. OBS Studio. How to play audio from browser. Okay, browser control audio. I had this working before. All right, this is painful, but with local defaults, use custom frame. Oh, it might be there. Here. Play music. Alright, we might have to just go without the music for now. I don't know how to make it work. Oh, it's really, really loud. So we'll just have to when we're like opening and stuff, we'll just have to be a little bit. Yeah. Alright, so I'm not gonna yell because the mic is really sensitive. Okay, I think we're good to go. So we're not gonna have music on this stream. That's for sure. And sweet. Let's tag a few people in this stream. Alright. Let's get these boys here. That's Red, Panda, DJ. That's DJ Mines and and who's the other ones?
Chump change?
Yeah. Fit. What is it? Chump change. Chump change and. Okay, so Tony, why don't you go ahead and start? I guess we don't need to yell. It's really loud in the mic. So why don't you go ahead and just start introducing yourself, and you can kind of wave to the camera from there. They can see you over there. There we go.
Sure. Yeah, my name is Tony. I decided to contact Derek to see if he can help host some of these GPUs. I brought 24 A2000s today. We're going to put them in these server cases. We did this actually 2 weeks ago, and Derek hosted 3 server cases already, and the thermal management's great, so I kind of thought it would be a better solution than what I have at home. Yeah, so excited to just get into like putting all the fans in and all the GPUs in, and see how it works out.
Hey Red Panda, welcome to the stream, buddy.
Hey Red Panda.
So question, does anyone know how to take in OBS, how to take the audio from a browser and put it into your OBS stream so we can have a little bit of ambiance music in the background instead of just us muddling away? So yeah, this is the top-down view, sweet, and then you can see the overall view here, everybody. Okay, we are live, and I see here, reading lips. Is it too quiet? Should I put it up, or because we were blaring before? So we'll just try to talk normally because the mic is right in front of us. Just let us know the audio if it needs to go up or down, and then no audio. Really? It seems good now. Oh, he says audio sounds great here. Okay, that's sweet. Okay, so an intro. Again, everybody welcome. I don't know how many people are going to be watching, but that's really cool that Red Panda's here because his case is getting utilized yet again. So we're going to be putting, we have 3 cases. Only one here is available right now. And we're going to be putting in 8 A2000s. Most of them are brand new, never been opened, which is really cool. We previously have done 3 servers of 8 for a total of 24 downstairs, and now he's got an additional 24 that he wants to be installed. So for a total of 48 A2000s in the basement there, which is more than what I have now. So he's beating me at my own game downstairs. Last time it was a complete, it was a gong show trying to build the servers just because we went through a whole bunch of stuff that we didn't necessarily need to go through, meaning like server rails and whatnot. Leading into this, I have previously set up all of the, unfortunately we're using Molex just because we had so many Molex fans, and fans are so expensive, but we're going to be using Molex fans for all the builds, unfortunately. Except for the mid plate. The mid plate is going to be the regular 5 80mm fans here. So I'm going to turn this up a little bit. Whoa. Whoa. There we go. Don't fall, guys. Don't fall. You're falling. Okay, so is that good? I'm assuming the stream is good. The top-down view. Yeah, I think that's as good as we're gonna get. Okay, so let's get the ball rolling. So as always, the first thing that we're gonna do is the case has already been pre-prepped with all the fans. So let's grab out the motherboard that we're gonna be using. And Tony, maybe you can just tell them what the motherboard is. And yeah, we'll try and be quiet.
Yes, this is like a mining BTC Pro motherboard, so it has like the 12 PCIe slots. So yeah, like I thought it'd be great for what we're using here.
Have you used that one before?
Yeah, I actually got it for very cheap from someone that was looking to sell. So I did use 6 of these slots before, so I think we're gonna try it. Go up to 8 for this server case.
All right, so I'm getting the motherboard screws. So that's a good motherboard. Let's see how many. All right, so here I'm gonna let you screw it in. I'm gonna give you 6 proper motherboard screws because you were trying to screw in the wrong ones last time. So I am going to force feed you the proper ones. So here's 4. Yeah, that's enough. This is more than enough. All right, no one lose them.
Do you have like the other heads or?
Is that? Oh yeah. So you might need the proper screwdriver. Let's just try and keep things organized. Did I not bring it? Oh yeah, I did. All right. So also, what I've done recently, you guys will.
Additional 24 A2000.
You guys will see what I've done before he came here today because I had to completely revamp the thermal dynamics for his added servers. So we have an additional 8-inch fan that is going to be pulling air out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And it has it's got 400 CFM, as is the Infinity fans, and it is really cool down there. In fact, it's so cold that I had to get to it. It's actually so cold that I had to lower the air conditioning in there because the exhaust is so efficient, it's crazy. I'll show you guys the temps that we have down there. It's absolutely mind-blowing. I did a quick short of it yesterday, but it looks awesome. So I'm really excited that I was able to basically just double up the. Whoops, gotta get this. Where's that thing? Here. There we go. Alright, smash that like. Okay, alright, now I feel a little bit more comfortable. And hi chat. Alright, what's up, yo? Yo. What up, DJ Minds in the house, everybody? DJ Minds, I got a question for you, son. I'm glad that you joined this build log. So, we just finished watching your previous video where you kind of went off on this guy. I love it. I mean, I like the fact that you're able to say your name, but the guy's making $20 million, yo. He's making $20 million selling out. And you know what? If I had to sell out to make $20 million, I would do that too. So I would be like, all right, we're done we're done with whatever it is I said I was going to be doing. Now I'm going to be selling out and making $20 million. So I don't mind. What's the power supply I'm going to be using?
We'll be using the.
Yeah, so I don't mind. I don't mind people selling out when it's like that much. It is like, yeah, I gotta be careful with the sound. If he's making 20 million bucks, man, good on him. I thought it was funny though. I thought you were gonna ask him for a sponsorship or something. I'll give you the proper power supply screws. These are not done. Yeah, I figured, yo man, if he's making that money, don't hate. If that's what it takes to sell out, if that's what it takes to make money, don't hate. It's like, man, yeah. I was like, man, I think if DJ Mines was offered $20 million to, you know, switch his channel or whatever, I think you might do that. I mean, I would. That's just me, because money talks. Money talks, so you're gonna have to lift the power supply up a bit to get to these screws. Yeah, money talks for sure. But I am excited. Yeah. Yeah, man, that's actually, it's funny that you brought that up, DJ. So, and I would like actually both you and Red Panda to answer. So yesterday I was at a buddy's birthday dinner, and we got talking about my YouTube channel, and he was watching some of my content, and I have the ads at the start, and he said, man, you can't have ads at the start of your video. So basically I do an intro to the video, I do my little intro splash page, and then there's an ad. So if I talk for 2 minutes, there's an ad after 2 minutes, basically. And he said, no, you shouldn't have any ads at the start. You should have ads only, like, you know, halfway through or what have you. So I said, every YouTuber I know has ads at the very start, and that's the only way we can get any money, right? Like, so he was trying to convince me that I shouldn't have ads at the start of my videos. I'm pretty sure both of you guys have ads at the start of your videos. Actually, DJ Mines, I don't know if you have ads, like, at all in your videos. Yeah, because otherwise, I mean, I'm not making any money on this crap anyways, so. Do you know where they are?
Yeah. So like this one is the bottom, or it gets to matter?
Yeah. Yeah, so you can always tell because the fan has to be in the case.
Okay.
So if it was the other way around, it'd be backwards. And so we got the risers here. I'm going to keep these over here. Absolutely not, man. What's up, boys? What's up, Rod? What's up, Gail? And no, Gail, I'm still in the red on all my crypto stuff. So I have I purchased a lot of stuff, and at the start of the bull run, I was selling, but then I got a little excited and cocky and stopped selling my Ethereum, which lesson number one, always take profits. If you can, always take profits, because I ended up holding, and I held basically from last October, and then the market started going down, and I was like, oh, it's going to bounce, it'll bounce. And the market kept going down, and it didn't bounce, and so I lost a lot of money in that. So I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, you can see the top-down view here. Okay, sweet. So we're just plugging in the 24-pin connector here. We're gonna have to be really careful with cable management because these things really bunch up a lot. So I tend to do each strand in itself, so that the cable management is a little bit more manageable. Because these are A2000s, we don't need extra power. In fact, this has way more than 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. So we can actually remove one of these because we don't need more than 8 PCI slots here, so that's what we'll do. I'll take this one out here and put that in the box because we don't want to mix that up with any other cable because it may not be compatible with a different power supply. We are, however, missing the CPU cable for this. So we're going to need the CPU cable for this. While you're holding something, okay. It's funny, Gail, that you ask that. I was literally thinking about that yesterday. So the roller coaster of crypto is when it's going up, you feel like it's never going to fall, right? You feel like it's never going to crash. I think my lesson is I should take out a little bit when it goes up high to all-time highs again, because you can keep riding that wave, but if you never pull out, what is your end goal? Is your end goal when ETH gets to 50K? What happens if it never gets there? Then you hold it till, I guess, it dies, right? So I'm not too sure if I will sell at 4K. I probably will liquidate a few of my ETH at that point, but it also depends on the sentiment of the market, because for me, if you feel like people are, things are not going well in the market and people are like have a lower expectations of where it's going to go, I think in a year and a bit, we're going to really know a lot more with ETH, what it really is. So after this merge, it's going to really show us what Ethereum can be eventually. It could completely flop, and then it's worthless, and crypto goes through a crypto winter again. Or it could be amazing, and if you just hodl for 10 years, you're going to be set for life. So, yeah, I don't know. If it goes to 4K, I probably will sell a few coins just to get back into the even, because I am running on a little bit of a debt here for the stuff that I've purchased. So, yeah, good question though. I like it. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Oh yeah, and obviously not financial advice. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be doing is, this has a standoff here. You guys can see on there. I built it. This is just a double-sided tape wood. This was here because the elevation of the GPU bracket in the front was too low, so I sat the cards on this. With the A2000s, which are here, and here's a riser, they should not need this. So again, this configuration that we're doing, we've reversed the polarity of all the fans so that the hot air is going from the back through the front of the case, and that's because the blower style fans are the A2000s. So we're going to have them sitting like this, and that actually works perfect because I'm a genius and I preset this height here. So these will sit here like it was perfectly customized. So that looks great. Look at that.
Okay, do you want me to put all the...
Sure, you can start putting those on.
Okay.
And we're gonna have to start answering some of these questions here. Always financial advice. Red Panda trying to get me in trouble here. Trying to get me in trouble with the authorities. All right, we'll keep so take the empty boxes and we'll systematically make sure that they put away, because last time it was just chaos and I couldn't do anything. So we'll put the empty boxes over here. Yeah, we'll just keep it clean so we can be systematic, because last time we did this, we tried to do 3 computers at once, and it was too much. we tried to do too much, and that's okay. None of them worked. So we did 3 cases, and because we didn't focus like on any specific one, that was an issue. So this time we're focusing on one, and we're going to make the area here neat and tidy with only the stuff that we need, because like I said last time, it was just not good. So we don't even actually need any of the front I/O, and the reason we don't need any of the front I/O is because the front's actually going to be inside the server case. So this is useless, so I'm just going to zip tie this stuff away so we don't have to deal with it. And then for this has Molex connectors. We're going to need SATA and Molex connectors. SATA and Molex. Oh. So there should just be two cables. Okay. And that should be sufficient. So one SATA, one Molex. And we might run out of zip ties today. In fact, we're going to run out of zip ties because I didn't buy extra. Always gotta buy extra zip ties, guys. I should have a lifetime supply of zip ties. Oh, I also had a sponsorship video coming up. Actually, Red Panda, you would love this. So a company reached out to me with network switches and network routers, and they said, hey, can you review our product? So I got a brand new rack mount network switch and a brand new rack mount patch panel that I'm reviewing. I've already gone the video, but I haven't done the editing. So yeah, they just sent it to me. It's fs.com. Their stuff is like enterprise, completely enterprise, but it's for your new rack. Just I'll reach out to them and say, hey, if you guys want some real publicity, give this guy what he wants and you'll get like thousands and thousands of views. So I'll ping you, I'll DM you their contact name, and hopefully you'll be able to get some free shit out of that too, because that's awesome, man. I can't believe they reached out to me. So that's a testament to go on my need. Yeah, so these are the two. So you have the cables all spaced out. Which ones are with the ROG?
Yeah, these ones I just opened for.
Okay. Just don't mix them up because they're not compatible, right? You can't just plug an EVGA into an ROG.
Yeah. So
Okay, so we only need for the SATA power, we're only going to be powering the SSD, I believe. And then for, unfortunately with all the Molex, we're going to need a lot of cable, a lot of Molex. I hate Molex so much, but it is what it is, and you have to make do for financial concerns. It's a lot cheaper. We had so many Molex fans. All right, let's plug this one into another header system one. Okay, we'll tie that there somehow. Sweet. All right, so we've got the dreaded Molex, which is how we're gonna have to plug these in. So we're gonna need to daisy chain these 3. It's really hard to do, and make sure that we don't push out one of the plugs. So to daisy chain it, you're gonna take the furthest one, you're gonna connect it to the next furthest, female to male, round corner and round corner. And you kind of have to feel it. There we go. Nope. There we go. That worked. The problem with Molex, as most people know, is that when you push it in, it typically pushes out the other pin, and you don't necessarily see that until you realize that the device is not working. So here's another one, female to male, and then you got to kind of feel where the pins are sitting, because if you push too hard, it's just going to push the pin right out. And I still can't believe these things exist. Oh my fucking god, I hate Molex so much. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, 3 shitty Molex connectors. Sweet. And we're going to have, I believe, oh, this one doesn't have the 80mm fans.
In the box there.
Oh, you still have them? Alright, well then you can screw these in. These. Remember, we want the air, so make sure that the fan controller is going to be over. The fan controller will be on this side, so you're going to want to basically screw them in with the fan pieces coming out like so. So there and there, like so.
Okay.
And there are those, and I'll take this out. Sweet. All right, time to look at the screen. All right. Yeah, so the pirate. Yes, that is the plan, is to be able to isolate his stuff from mine. I've never done that before. I don't know the first thing about layer 2, layer 3 switches, but this thing is decked out. So it's got like layer 3 compatibility, and I have a friend that works at CIRA, which is the Canadian Internet Registry. So it's for all.ca, and he knows all this stuff about networking, and so he's going to come over and he's going to manage the switch with me, which is pretty cool. He was explaining to me the different VLANs that you can do on the switch, and it's pretty, like it's so much more than what I need. I just had a basic switch there, but to be able to get it in the rack, to have the patch panel and everything, which you guys will see in the next video, was really cool. I mean, that rack has come a long way. So I'm really excited about that. All right, so we got Molex and SATA up here. So here's the Molex. I'm going to run that straight to here. What I could do is I can get an extra light in here. Although no, the light's not that bad. So I hate Molex so damn much. Alright, so we're going to connect this female to that male. And there we go. Okay. Hopefully that will stay away, and we'll zip tie this stuff later. That should be enough. Okay, so while he's screwing in the 80mm fans at the back, I'm going to start aligning the A2000s, which are going to go like so. And this is the SATA connection for our SSD. Sweet. So we're probably going to move this mid plate as well. Move this mid plate up here so that we have more room for cable management. The next 2 servers that we're going to be working on are actually quite a bit smaller. This is a full Rosewell server, so it's quite big, especially with these A2000s. I mean, they're so small that it's just, yeah, it's an overkill on this, but the next 2 servers that we got are I drove all the way out to Timbuktu to pick them up, and they're in this case that I mean, it's crazy. The metal is like military grade metal. It's crazy. All right, let's open up one of these brand new A2000s. Oh, it's pretty bright. Get that light off of there. There we go, boys. Brand new A2000s. Never used. Yeah, so Ryan, some of my concerns is if it's, and this is like kind of my saying with all of technology, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Because every time I try to do something like new, I end up breaking everything and waste a lot of time. So right now the switch works with all default and I can do a ton of cool stuff on it. But I know as soon as I start doing, you know, VLANs and layer 3 and segregation on the network, once I start doing that, it's like, man, okay, I don't know, like I don't necessarily know what I'm doing, so if I fuck up something, then I'm gonna have to like reset the router anyways. Can I keep this over here? But yeah, it's definitely something I wouldn't mind working on.
Do you have any other screws? Like, I don't think these ones fit.
Yeah, those are the screws.
Are they screws?
Yeah. Just need a better screw head. Yeah, those are the screws for sure. Where is that black thing? Alright, just gotta change the screwdriver head, boys. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Good. Thanks. Alright. So what else we got here? Oh, I didn't know you actually knew networking, Red Panda. Do you actually have a background in computer tech? Like, I do have a background in computer tech. I'm an administrator, but I never got huge into networking, so that's, I mean, I did get into it. I did run some networks, but they were all basic networks with like regular, just regular shit. Nothing like I wouldn't have to configure a switch or anything like that. I never used a managed switch at work, so that's pretty cool. Oh, you're a network admin. My boy. All right, let's go. I didn't know you were a network admin. All right, so look, so I'm gonna fly you out here. You can work on my servers and you can work on my network, and we'll have a beer and chill out. I didn't know you were a network admin. Okay, so that means that this new house of yours is going to be like a dream. You've always wanted to have a server rack and actually like have all the networking set up. That is pretty cool. That is sick.
I think I just put 2 on each. I think that's fine, right?
Yeah, if you're gonna put, so typically when you're building a case, if you're gonna put 2 in the fans, which is what I do, you put them in the opposite direction so that the pressure is even. If you have it only on one, it's gonna rattle. See? So yeah, always have it in a diagonal. You can do 2, just have it in a diagonal. He's our crypto porn star is what he is.
Who?
Red Panda.
Red Panda.
Yeah. All right, we are going through these pretty quickly. This should be quote unquote an easy build, boys. Let's go. Hopefully it boots up. We are actually still waiting on the 80mm fans to come in, which is for the mid plate, so that kind of sucks that we have to wait.
We can use these ones.
Oh, we do have an extra box? Okay, so we don't have to wait. Well,
There's 3 more.
there's only 3. Yeah, we have to wait. In the meantime, I'm going to move that mid plate bar. Actually, not going to move it. Yeah, so actually what I did for the other servers is I was able to zip tie all 5 of the fans across here and not use this metal piece. I was able to take this metal piece, double-sided tape, and basically connect it to all of the A2000s here, so they're solid. Because we don't have screw holes here, the only way to, I mean, it's not, it's complete overkill, but yeah, so it doesn't fall or wiggle. So I brace it with this metal piece here. So we're gonna do that. Oh, another thing actually is chump change here. I have a bone to pick with him because so something really embarrassing happened on his live stream the other day. He was live streaming, and I gave him a super chat, and I said, hey, I'm thinking of doing a live stream. Would people like to see the A2000 live stream? And then he went on this tangent about, if you're thinking about getting into YouTube, you should just do it. You know, it's not as scary as it looks. And I was like, you obviously haven't seen my channel because I have a channel already, and I'm into YouTube already. But he's like, yeah, man. He's like, don't be scared about YouTube, man. You could do it. And I was like, I've been doing it, and obviously you haven't seen any of this. So, yeah. Anyways, that was like, all right. He hasn't seen my channel, so I gotta grow. All right. Typically, what I do actually, I don't connect the GPUs until the end. I connect all of these. So like, can you take some of these out?
Yeah.
I don't connect the risers until the end, the GPUs until the very end, so you can do a better cable management. And so this guy's farm, actually, Tony, why don't you just start talking to the guys about your farm, how you got into this, and what you expect to be happening coming up here in the next couple of months, really.
Yeah, like I started off watching Red Panda's videos. So Red Panda, like if you're still there, I did like a one-on-one phone call with you in November or so.
Oh, nice. I didn't know.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that, I don't think.
And back then, like he was helping me debug one of the Zotac sort of 3060s, I think, that I bought from Amazon. Ended up returning it, but that was, I guess, my start to GPU mining. Like I was mining in the condo. Yeah, like I started buying more graphic cards. I started like, you know, hunting for them. Like I thought it was kind of fun that, you know, you have your own worker. It's kind of making your own income. I was really bullish on crypto, and I still am. Like in terms of, you know, I think it's just a fun like adventure too, because like I think everyone in this is kind of entrepreneurs at the end of the day, where we're kind of, you know, exploring different things, whether it's YouTube or mining or you know, you know, like Space goes with selling meters, you know, chump change or whatever. You guys are selling stickers or banners. Like there's a lot of ancillary types of businesses that we're kind of all kind of, you know, looking at. But at the end of the day, I think mining is a very entrepreneurial thing, and that's kind of what got me into it, and something I just kept on building and buying, and just the journey of learning more about like the actual hardware around it was pretty fascinating to me.
Check out some of the chats. You have to respond to some of those questions.
Okay, what did it say? Yeah, bro. It's a Red Panda.
Nice. Yeah, and what's really cool is that Tony reached out to me. I've never met him before.
Yeah, we just found Discord.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
I wasn't even on Discord though. It was like, I just don't like. It's weird. I didn't even realize like people were looking for hosting services. I would have done this way earlier if I had thought that people would have hosted.
Mm-hmm. So it's like I actually was looking to get like server cases that were cheaper than Octaminers. I saw Red Panda's video on the Roswell servers.
Yeah.
And then he featured your, I guess, he was giving these to you, and then I was like, oh, I wish I got those cases as well. And then it just so happened that, you know, I contacted you, the same person. It's like, because I didn't register that, you know, custom computing was you. And
small world, man.
Yeah.
Because my Discord is not custom computing. It's something else.
Yeah, I didn't even know you had like a YouTube channel. I was like, oh, just someone willing to like, you know, show me the ropes or to like do it with me, because it's just more fun when you get to build with someone else.
Yeah, Gail, for sure. So this is kind of like a sore spot for me to discuss the server case quote unquote phenomena that people are just now realizing, like, oh, this is actually better for like longevity and airflow and all that stuff. I mean, I've been spouting on my channel since like 2000. The only way to go is to go server cases, which nobody was listening to me at the time, and nobody listens to me now about my thermal management, which is amazing. So yeah, so server cases, they're just, I mean, if you do it right, you can only get about 8, unless you go Octominer, which you can get 12. Actually, Red Panda, can you reach out to Octominer for me? I want to do a direct comparison with one of their X8 Ultras versus one of these servers that we're building. So I would love to do a side-by-side comparison on thermals with their X8 Ultra and one of the servers that I build with the components I have, do a price comparison, and then show basically that, in my humble opinion, these are actually going to be a lot cooler than the Octominers, because the Octominers just have 4 fans. This has complete case fans. So anyways, if you reach out to them and say, hey, this guy's wanting to do a test, I'll send them back their Octominer because I don't need it or really want it, but I just want to show people that building a case like this is actually probably better for your airflow and cheaper. So
I don't think Octominer would really like that.
I know, but that's, you know what? Journalism, you got to get the truth out there, man. You got to get the truth out there. If this shows that their product isn't the be all and end all, then so be it. But like, you got to get the information out there. People just, so speaking of people blindly buying shit, this gentleman here went out and bought 3 Octominers for like $1,000 each. Oh, $1,000 in shipping, just because YouTubers were shilling the Octominers. If he had met me before he saw all those shilling of Octominers, or he saw my Octominer killer video, then he would have just had these and saved a lot of money. But you know what? We all can't be perfect like me, so that's just the way it is. So the way when you plug these in, so this is also for you guys. When you plug all the risers in, for troubleshooting sake, you have to go from left to right. So in this case, yes. So the foremost, well, whatever, you have to go from one side to the other. So the far right is going to be the far right. The second one will be the second. You can't just arbitrarily toss them into things. So this one will be the third, and so on and so forth, because once you have this part strapped down, you can't really follow where the connection is. So in order to troubleshoot, it has to be really systematic. This GPU is number 3 on this board, it's number 3 on that board. So you can just count them out. And I found this out, not the hard way, but it's just like, it just makes troubleshooting a ton easier once you have to do it. So, Upsilon Mining last night sent me a message warning me about heat in my server room by adding 24 more cards, which is what we're doing. And I said, buddy, you haven't seen my setup. I was like, I'm the one who's trying to teach you guys about thermal management. He might even be on the stream. I tagged him. I wanted him to come see the stream because my background in server warehouses is, do you have a blue one? I'm OCD. No, do you have another blue one? Yeah. My background in server warehouses, it is basically the same information that I took in my own builds. And the way you have a hot and cold, but you only have to cool down the cold dial with a very small unit. And as long as you get the heat exhausting, and I have 2 huge infinity fans now. All right, let's put this one away. Yeah, take a look at some of the chats and respond to whatever. Okay, now those are all plugged in. Whoa, this is flying compared to what we used to have. All right. Yeah, Gail, if you, yeah, if you, so I'm going to show you, well, the value of the Optiminer is just the plug and play. It's not the fact that it is a server case. It actually has worse airflow as a regular server case than most. But if you do it proper server case air design, then you have the knowledge that, okay, I'm funneling all the heat out the back, but then you have to do something with that heat. And so if you we'll take a look at my thermal solution downstairs, and I got two huge exhaust fans that are above the server rack and above his rack. So it's just exhausting from the server racks out, two massive 8-inch fans, and everything else is completely sealed tight. There's not a single, like you can't feel the heat coming from the servers. It's all going out back. So, and then there's an AC that's just keeping that room cold, and it's like I had to turn the AC down because there's no heat coming into that room at all now, which is excellent.
I'm gonna tie these together. Is that
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and make sure that this thing is going through all of one side, and you're gonna tie them on both the top and bottom because that's what gives it the rigidity. Okay, so right now Tony's just zip tying while I toss these in here, and my gosh, I think we're like basically done. Oh my gosh, that was wicked fast. I don't know if you guys can see the top down stuff. Might be able to zoom in at some point. Yeah, so I'll show you guys, I'm gonna do a whole thermal explanation video. I got just so many videos that I want to do, and it takes so much time, as most YouTubers know. It takes a lot of time to make the videos and then have to edit them and stuff. So that's the one I really, really want to show people, because everybody has this misconception that if you just get fans and blow air flow through, people think that if you're blowing 110-degree air across your graphics cards, it's literally physics. You cannot cool them down below 110 degrees. That you're cooling them. The ambient air is what you're actually, like, you can't go warmer than ambient air. So that's why you have to have an air conditioning unit, and you don't need a huge air conditioning unit. I just have a window unit because there's no heat coming into that room. All the heat's getting shot out the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, we're missing one. Okay. 8. Yeah. Here we go. 8. 8 A2000s, boys. Let's go. Look at this. This is coming along way easier than our last builds. Look at this. Good spacing. Oh, that's nice. Here, I'm gonna bring this over. Let's see. Follow me. Oh shoot, I can't. Yeah, maybe I can zoom in. Actually, I can do some digital zoom. There we go. So we're gonna have. So again, as always, we've got 3 120mm fans at the front pulling the air out the front. We're gonna have 5 120mm fans here as the mid plate, and then we're gonna have a 120mm there, which we already have, and 2 80mm there. All of that is going to be flowing through this case because of the blower style A2000s. So And it works great. He already has 3 servers down there that do the exact same thing. And I flip these server cases into the back of the rack, and bada bing, bada boom. Bob's your uncle. Thermals are amazing. Although apparently thermals for A2000s are pretty good anyways. I didn't realize they were so good on thermals. Nice. Yeah, boys. All right, we're still waiting in the mail for some of the zip. We're gonna need way more zip ties. Yeah. So we're also gonna mount in here a fan controller because these things don't have very many fan headers. This is looking nice. Look at that. Sexy. Oh baby. All right, we're gonna do 4 and 4. So is that it? You can use the clippers to cut the ends.
Oh, okay. You just tie this one to it.
Nice. All right, let's go, boys. Look at this. Look at the cable management. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need some more zip ties, but that's okay. That's all right. Actually, what time is it?
It's like 1:30.
Okay, it's still open. All right, so we might actually get this one booted up pretty soon. Wow, that would be weird. I'm used to us having to fiddle around with the case and all that stuff, but we were able to prepare the case, and all the fans are already installed. So the Molex fans in the front are installed, and the SATA power needs to go to one of these SSDs. So I'm going to do that. And we're going to mount the SATA on top here. There we go. Come on. Where's the little notch? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. SATA's going to go right there. SATA connector. And you can use the clippers to cut the excess, and then we'll throw that away. Nice. This might be done before we know it. Seems to be some like screen tearing for some reason. Like it's like I don't know what's going on here with the. Why is it doing that? You guys seeing that too? Where it's like buzzing out? Hmm. So okay, it seems fine on there, but maybe it's just the screen cap that's kind of wigging out. No, it can't be network packet loss. It's see this camera is fine. It's the iPhone camera that's like dying out. Shitty. Well, let's see here. I'm gonna have to fix that. All right. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna see if I can fix that. Yeah, that's really weird. All right. So I think we're almost done this one. And what we'll do is, because we're waiting on the what is it called? I'm gonna try and fix this for a second, guys. Yeah, it's like buzzing out. Okay. See if that one looks any better. Explosion. What is going on here? Wow. Alright, we might have to pause the stream and fix up the technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on. Should not be any packet loss. So many freezes too. Yeah, this is coming from my iPhone. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that, guys. Sorry, man. I don't know why it's doing that, but we're pretty much well done. Jesus, the stream's awful now. The computer might be overheating, but this camera above here is fine. It's the iPhone camera that's causing wicked stuff. Okay, well, it's almost unwatchable, so I'm gonna pause the stream and we're gonna come back in probably about 5 minutes and see if we can get this working. Yeah, it's really delayed. Okay, I'm gonna stop stream.
Just packages up for delivery.
Okay. Yeah, it's still bugging out. That's the iPhone connecting to the OBS software, so that's the one that's having an issue. But we can change to this. Nice. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go like so.